What's going on YouTube? It's Giga here, bringing you some more Series 10 Wi-Fi battles with live commentary. We are once again using this really cool Zygarde Perish Trap team built by James Baek. If you haven't checked him out, I highly recommend you should. He has a lot of really cool tech, is a really great battler, and this team has been really fun to use overall. So looking at my opponent's first team, it is really interesting. It is a Zacian team. It is Galarian Moltres with what's it called? Landorus, Incineroar, Zacian, Amoonguss, and Jellicent. So double Intimidate is scary, so is the ability to pivot out a lot in the face of Perish Song. So trying to figure out what the best options to bring are is going to be a little hard. Incin for sure. Incin, Zygarde. Zygarde is really good here, if potentially. Rilla, not so much. I do like Primarina. What we could do is Goth Primarina. But that doesn't do well into a Zacian lead. Actually, it's fine because of the fact that we do a fake out. So I kind of like this lead. Because of the fact that we do have fake out on Goth, I think that that's going to be really important. Oh, we have to be really careful against Jellicent. So Jellicent has Water Absorb, and because this Primarina is Liquid Voice, Perish Song doesn't work on Jellicent. It actually gives it a boost. So that's a little tricky. I don't necessarily know if you want to bring Jellicent to this matchup, though. You probably do. It has a... Okay, we're going to see Double Intimidate. Double Intimidate is fine with me. What? We could... I expect to see Lando swap out. So what I'm thinking is Fake Out into Incin, Fake Out Incin, Flip Turn Lando. That lets me bring out... Do I want to Flip Turn Lando? I want to Flip Turn Lando. Because Lando could have U-Turn. I'm going to go for a Fake Out here. And then... I'm going to Flip Turn Incin, actually. Yeah, I'm going to double Incin. It most likely doesn't have Protect. We are going to see... Yep. I'm expecting a U-Turn coming out from Lando. Yep. Onto Goth. We should take that. Take that well. What? Potentially Zacian? I expect to see Zacian come out if you have it. That's going to let me... Okay, Amoonguss. Amoonguss is interesting. I want to bring out Zygarde. I'm going to bring out Zygarde just because it's good damage, and I can taunt into Amoonguss. So I'm going to go for a taunt into the Amoonguss to stop it from going from Spore. So let's go for a taunt here, and go for... Let's go for 1,000 Waves. The damage, I think, is fine. If you have Parting Shot on Incin, that's obviously really sad. But we will at least be able to get really good damage onto it first. And we aren't intimidated. I'll take that. That's really good damage. No longer escape on the Amoonguss. We are going to trigger a Berry. If you don't go for Parting Shot, I think that that's silly. But I would very much appreciate that. Taunt going to come out. If it's Mental Herb, potentially bad. It's not Mental Herb. We are going to see Parting Shot. Yep, on a Zygarde. I could have Protected and Taunted Incin. Protect and Taunt Incin was actually the better play. Yeah. Protect and Taunt Incin was definitely the better play. What? You should bring out Zacian here. Yep. Zacian's going to come out. We should see a Spore come out into the Zygarde slot. Yep. So I'm going to actually switch out into Incin and go for 1,000 Waves here, which seems a little bit risky, but I can actually cycle out pretty effectively, because what happens is Incin comes out, right? You shouldn't KO that slot. I can trap Zacian. I have a fake out onto Zacian with a switch out into Goth. Yeah, I can switch out into Goth to make it so you can't swap. Then I can fake out and cycle back in Zygarde. That'll let me retaunt the Amoonguss. And then proceed to cycle in Intimidates while keeping this trapped. So I think this is a good position. I could be very, very wrong. Obviously, Incineroar like only has limited capability of what it can do to certain things. So let's see. We are going to see just a straight blade. This should be into Zygarde. Oh, into instant. That's fine. That's perfect. That's actually so much better than anything. 1,000 waves will come out. Let's see how much this does. I am at -1, but you know, that's good damage. That's really good damage. I'll take that. We are going to see a clear smog. So, oh, that only is the target. So I can go for a pretty safe Flare Blitz. I'm going to fake out into Zacian. Swap into Goth. Because what that's going to do is that means that I can Flare Blitz. I'm trying to bait out a fake out, or not a fake out, a protect from Zacian, which is perfect, right? Because now we have a free Flare Blitz into that slot. We do have a double up into Zacian, right? We can just fake out and Flare Blitz. And you can't really... You can go for a double protect. Flare Blitz here. Taunt here. Let's do that. This is a little scary if you Sacred Sword into... Well, what? If you close combat into Ensign, that's fine because of the fact that that means that you are at -1, so we will be able to KO. You could also play rough. You know, that is a thing. That was... I should have gone for a double up. That's fine. Zygarde's in a good spot, I still think. So, yeah, oh yeah, Zygarde's at full. We did see play rough. So they might be worried about weakness policy. Nope. I'm fine to go for another 1,000 waves. And I could swap into Primarina. I don't want to swap into Primarina. I'm just going to go for a protect. We should be able to take... So what I'm guessing is you go for a play rough clear smog with the idea that if you proc a weakness policy, you can reset it. We should live this. 34 is, you know, more than 0. We just need to live the clear smog, which we should. On to Zacian. You were supposed to KO. That's really bad. 208. 208 down to 23 is what? It's like almost 200. So I need a fair bit of HP in order to survive. That's not enough to live a play rough. That's really bad. We can... that's really bad. We go for a protect here. We bring out Primarina. That's really bad. You were supposed to die. Why couldn't it have been close combat? Zacian is trapped in. We do get to bring out Primarina. You probably you should double up into the Goth slot. Yep. Into Primarina. Very smart. We will see a clear smog. Yep, that was a really good play. You will trigger Citrus. So this is potentially fine. Yeah, I should have just gone. That was such an obvious turn. I'm gonna go for 1,000 waves. You can miss. So you know, like, that's nice. And I'm going to flip turn Zacian. We go... Oh, we live! That wasn't supposed to happen. But you know, we live. Does this... This should be a double KO, right? Sick. Okay, double KO. Great. We're not out of the woods yet. We still have to beat Lando Ensign, which isn't isn't gonna be easy. We have a pretty easy double protect. The big question, I mean, what? Primarina already ate its Citrus Berry. And is kind of our win con. Oh, Lando's at full. That's really bad. I can't... I mean, I could just hit Paris Song and hope for the best. I'm going to double protect. I'm going to double protect, and then I'm going to hit Paris Song. I don't think we necessarily... I mean, we shouldn't have it. What's nice is your damage into Zygarde actually shouldn't be that much. Right? Like, you should double up into Primarina. But I still think there is a chance, unless it's Throat Chop Ensign. Throat Chop Ensign could be scary. But if you're attacking into Primarina, that means you're not attacking into Zygarde. We will see a Rock Slide. So that's good. You have a chance of flinching. Let's see if it's Throat Chop. It is Throat Chop. Into Zygarde. So, potentially salvageable. Rock Slide can miss. I'm going to go for 1,000 arrows. And I'm going to go for a Perish Song. We have seen Throat Chop. So we are taking a gamble. But at the same time, we should be able to live a Rock Slide, right? I'm assuming you double up into Zygarde. We do see an Earth Power into Primarina. Please live. Oh, sick. Live that. 1,000 arrows comes down. It's good damage, even at -2. If you Throat Chop into Ensign, or into Zygarde, which you do, oh, that should be game. Yeah, that's game. Because now we double protect. We swap out into Goth the subsequent turn. And then, yeah, you KO Goth, we're fine. So we do protect here. We do protect here. That's just the way that Perish Song works. Yeah, and I think my opponent recognized that because I have something in the back. I'm able to sacrifice Goth and then just bring out something in the end. So, really good first game. Definitely was a little tricky. If they had Throat Chopped into Primarina, I don't think I could have come back from that. But, I mean, hey, they thought that Zygarde was the bigger threat. It makes sense. It has super effective damage. But I wanted to set up a Perish Song, so took advantage of that. Let's see. There is Moltres with Assault Vest. Pretty standard. Yeah, nothing to say here. Rocky Helmet on the Lando. Pretty interesting set. That's actually really cool. I like that. We will see Ensign. Once again, Parting Shot. Yep. Like I said, Throat Chop was really the big concern. Really glad they didn't go for it. We will see a Zacian. Yep. Pretty standard, pretty bulky. Substitute. Play rough. So a little unfortunate for Ensign, but you know, fine overall. Amoonguss, no big deal. Is this Osiris? These are all of Osiris. Oh, it's probably a rental team. And then, yeah. Will-O-Wisp was definitely... This was the thing I was most worried about. And I'm really glad Jellicent didn't make an appearance. But, yeah, we are back to that. So, overall, a really good first game. And let's just keep rocking and rolling and move to the next one. Alright, battle number 2, and it is Xerneas. I am not hopeful about this, to say the least. It is Xerneas, Ensign, Rillaboom, Urshifu, most likely Water, probably a Volcarona, and Indeedee. I like Goth Primarina. I think that's really my best bet of dealing with this. With the idea of, hey, if you want to set up if you want to go for a Geomancy, I'm gonna just try and Perish Song. I want Silvally, but it feels really useless here. I want Zygarde. Ensign has Parting Shot. Rillaboom has Fake Out. Rillaboom can override terrain. It doesn't do well into Volcarona. This is hard. Ensign has Parting Shot. I'm gonna go with Rillaboom. I think that's a really risky, potentially bad play. But what I'm thinking, right, is I kind of am just hoping for an Indeedee Xerneas lead, which I don't really expect. But if we get it, that's great, because I'm just gonna click Parasong and not care. Okay, that's fine. I'll take that. I'll take that any day. We are 100%. We are 100% going for Parasong. We are going to click Fake Out on the Ensign, and we are going to click Parasong with Primarina. Do I care? No. We're gonna do this. That's fine. You want a Geomancy? Go for it. We're gonna sit here. We're just gonna we're gonna go straight for a Parasong. Primarina. Yeah, Primarina can flip turn out, so that's really great for us. We can at least force out the boosts. Should I just go for a triple protect too? Say like screw it. I would like very much to double protect. Kill a turn of Parasong, bring it down to 2. This is tricky because I don't have what's it called? I don't have a Focus Sash. This Goth has safety goggles. I really would have liked. Where is that going? That's going into Primarina. That makes sense. And a Flare Blitz onto Goth. That's fine. I would like to... I'm going to skill swap here. I'm going to do this. You're going to Moonblast into Goth. Makes sense, right? You're trying to force that out. Critical hit. I don't think that matters too much. Your Perish count's going to fall to 1. We will see a Parting Shot. That's perfect. We also will get a switch in response, and so I can bring out my Zygarde. This is so tricky, though. This is actually so tricky. We are going to see Indeedee come out. Indeedee is fine. Probably Zygarde. I can bring out Zygarde on the left. So yeah, I can bring out Zygarde for Primarina, and then Rillaboom in the extra slot. Yeah. Because now I can overwrite the terrain, I can fake out into Xerneas to say, hey, if you stay, you get knocked out. So you're probably going to switch. So I can do this. I have a free fake out into that slot, as well as the 1,000 waves to lock whatever comes in, which most likely is going to be Incineroar. That's what I do expect to see. This is awful. Xerneas is the worst. We have a free fake out here, as well as 1,000 waves. You do have the ability to switch. Yep, we are going to see that. This should be Incin. Yep, it is. That's fine. We should still do good damage overall. We know you have Parting Shot, so that's a little unfortunate. That's fine. We will get a Fake It Out onto Incin, as well as some good damage with 1,000 waves. Incin, what? So now, there are a couple options, right? This is still really tricky. That's a nice chip. I'll take that. I say we U-turn into Indeedee. Indeedee can't switch, so we can U-turn there and then go for another 1,000 waves. So we have a U-turn just to get damage here, as well as a second 1,000 waves. I think that's fine. This should do Let's see what it's going to be. Into Volcarona. Not ideal. Not ideal for sure. We will at least trap in Volcarona. But, oh god, that's actually really risky. That's actually really bad. Because now we risk... Okay, we don't get burned off Flame Body. That's huge. We can bring out Primarina, which is great. Because I'm assuming you should Parting Shot into... I'm guessing you Parting Shot into Zygarde for the Xerneas to switch back in. Which means that I can just kind of click Parasong. This should be Xerneas. It's Indeedee. Okay. Not really what I expected. But, you know, I'll take it. That's actually fine. That's actually really good. Because what we can do now is... we flip turn Volcarona and go for 1,000 waves. If Volcarona can set up, that's scary. We are going to see just a plain Expanding Force. That's going to do... a little more than I would have liked. Struggle Bug, also fine. Yeah, that's actually totally fine. That's totally fine with me. Zygarde's not going to become beefy because of the fact that we do have recovery, but... that's not really good damage output. That's good damage. I'll take that. That's great damage output. Citrus Berry trigger, so you're not getting any additional recovery. We also... we can bring out Rillaboom here. What? How much HP? Rillaboom's at full. I want to preserve Rillaboom as much as possible, given the fact that there is the Xern in the back, and Rilla's kind of my answer for it. Because I can't I mean, I could Parasong, but it is kind of risky. You also can't Geomancy. I mean, you can Geomancy, but probably not a good idea. I'm going to bring out Primarina again. I'm going to hard switch, and I'm going to go for 1,000 arrows. I just, like, want to get damage onto stuff. And I can use... if I use Primarina to KO Volcarona, I think that that's fine. I will be able to start getting some recovery back using the Grassy Terrain, which I think is important. It is a little scary because Indeedee is faster, but we are seeing a Protect, so that's fine there. This should be a... okay, Fiery Dance is scary. Oh, it's into Primarina. We take that super well. That should put us in Citrus range. So we'll get that. We'll also get Grassy Terrain recovery. And we should actually be able to... I think we should be able to KO with a combination of 1,000 arrows with Flip Turn. So that's good for us. Primarina is slower than Volcarona, so we do have that going for us. We are getting a good amount of HP back. Yeah, this is a really slow game. We could play the timer. How much time is left? No. We both... no, we can't do that. Flip turn. Do I just Parasong? I don't really want a Parasong. But your damage output is so lackluster that it's kind of fine. Yeah, I'm just going to Parasong at this point. It is going to be a little bit of good damage onto Primarina. But I think that that's fine. Zygarde just needs to stay in. 1,000. We should be able to at least get that KO. That's good damage. Nice. Oh, and oh yeah, that's fine. Okay, wait, that's totally fine because of the fact that we have a Fake Out. So that's really great for us. Our ending position should be Primarina on the right and Rillaboom on the left. So what we do is we protect this turn. We double protect this turn. We're going to flip turn out. Yeah, and then flip. Okay, yeah. So we go for a protect here as well as a protect here. That's going to let us get some recovery. The main issue, though, is we are leaving Rillaboom really vulnerable. Unless we say screw it and sacrifice it. We are going to see an Expanding Force. Yeah, you want to KO Primarina. That changes things a little bit. That changes things drastically. Yeah, because now we're playing a Perish Song and not necessarily the best way for it. This should bring your count down to 1. Yeah, because now is a really risky turn. Because if you KO Primarina, I lose Zygarde. But it's so high up. I don't see that happening. I'm going to go for a flip turn here as well as a 1,000 wave. Let's go 1,000 arrows. We have more PP. Yeah, because it's Struggle Bug. Okay, Fiery Dance is fine into Zygarde because you expected a switch. I don't need to switch. We are going to see an Expanding Force come out into Zygarde. That's fine. No, we're not going to transform. We will hit here. Great, under half. Flip turn comes out. Good damage. That lets me bring out Rillaboom. Rillaboom has to risk. So this is a really risky turn. Because of the fact that I have to risk getting burned by going for a fake out onto Volcarona. I have to fake out in a Volcarona. Oh yeah, we're because of the grassy terrain, we're unfortunately not going to get super big Zygarde. Perish count falls to 1. Grass is going to be gone. That's also pretty scary. What we want to do is, this is so risky. I have to go for a fake out here and a swap into Primarina. But I think that's fine. Yeah, we just need to survive. We do get the drum beating or the fake out off. Please no burn. Sick, no burn. Awesome. Primarina. Oh, that crit's a little unfortunate. We will get rid of Volcarona. And now it's Instant Xerneas versus Rillaboom Primarina. I could go for another Perish Song. I could Perish Song and Drum Beating. What is my out here? Instant's so low. God, it's so low. Rilla provides fake out pressure. How much HP does Primarina have? Primarina should be able to take it. Oh, just kidding. I'm going to swap into Zygarde. And I'm going to go for a flip turn on an Ensign. I expect, what, a fake out? It should be a fake out onto Zygarde and a Moonblast onto Primarina. We will see a fake out, yep, onto Zygarde. That's fine. And this Moonblast should go onto the Primarina slot. That's fine as well. That's really great, because now we have Rillaboom with a fake out. Rillaboom has fake out, and we'll reset the grassy terrain, and then we are faster. Yeah, we can bring out Rillaboom here. We have a free fake out onto Xerneas, and we have a Land's Wrath onto both. You should protect Xern, and that should be allowing me to Grassy Glide into the Xern to KO it. So we click 1,000 arrows here, as well as fake out onto Xerneas, and you shouldn't have a counterplay to this. And perfect, you even just stay in, no protect there. We will get the 1,000 arrows off. That'll KO Ensign. Yep. does a little bit, little bit onto Xerneas. I would have preferred the KO in the other, or the critical hit on the other spot, but it is what it is. Xerneas is recovering, and we do have the bump on Rilla in terms of attack, so we should be good. I'm guessing we should be able to survive a Dazzling Gleam. I want to just say we survive a Dazzling Gleam. Drum Beating does more damage, so we definitely survive one hit from Xerneas. That's fine. You could be trying to stall out Grassy Train, but we do have Drum Beating. Drum Beating will be able to lower your speed. So that means Rillaboom should hit first regardless. Especially, yeah, if we get one Drum Beating off, Rillaboom goes first. And from that point, we should be able to KO pretty effectively. Let's go for another 1,000 arrows as well as a Drum Beating. You are just also giving me more HP back to survive a potential hit. Moonblast comes out into Zygarde. Please live. That you did not do what I told you to. That's fine. Let's see how much this Drum Beating does. Use that super big speed control. That's okay. That is a very bulky Xerneas. Okay. Drum Beating again. That's bad. That is very bad. You're stalling out Grassy Train. That's fine. I think we have one turn left. Okay, that was not supposed to happen. We do have at least one more hit with Grassy Train. You could go for a Geomancy. Let's see how much this does. That's yep, that's a nice crit. And that crit should essentially seal the deal, because of the fact that, yeah, this Moonblast, barring some kind of freak accident, should not KO. Yeah, we take that super well. Special attack, oh no. But I mean, what? I think it still would have been fine, because we would have had to take two. But I mean, they would have needed a crit. We got the crit. I don't think it matters too much. So we will be able to hit in with this Drum Beating, and that should wrap it up, barring, like I said, some kind of freak thing. 3 minutes left, perfect. So overall, really good battles. I am really glad that we were able to utilize this team well. I think Perish Song is such a really cool archetype that I've recently started to appreciate a lot more. These battles were long, so I think we're gonna call it with 2 with this one. Definitely make it sure to check out James. He makes some incredible content, like I said. We will be using a different restricted in the next videos, so look forward to that. And yeah, until next time, I hope all of you are wonderful, and I'll see you then.